One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
What's tight end? We got four left. We got four.
49, check 49, check 49.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill, turn up.
Wilson going to come out throwing. Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flush to his right, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They go play action now. Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
Under 10, under 14. Alert.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. This pass caught by Hamler. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. From the gun, it's Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off, and the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle. They go play action with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Draymond Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, no score after 1 on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably
got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An explosive 38-yard pickup. 1st and goal from the 3. ETN going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On second and goal, Lawrence buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Mike, shut up. 33. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Keep playing hard. 315. Check nickel.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
After incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On play action, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Finding space at the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
33 all day.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 34 yards. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Nathaniel Hackett told his offense to stay put. They're going for 2.
Mike shift, 33.
Watch the run. Just stop, baby.
Wilson gonna throw for it. Flushed out right. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
49 for Mike, 49.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
Looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Jags grab it. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure they're friends from the defensive side of the ball.
Jones hit and the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last three drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Looking downfield for Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Foyesade Oluwakan. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 20. After the interception, here's Wilson. And now here is another interception. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike. Well.
They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They go play action with Wilson.
On the move to his left.
This will be caught. Judy.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That third down conversion good for 23.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got it. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Javonte Williams
Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Nathaniel Hackett told his offense to stay put. They're going for 2.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Hey, wahoo! 49's the mic. Watch foot.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
49's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
He'll find Jones again, complete.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory. Just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Arnold. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. Patterson's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. There's Wilson to throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go. Check 13. Check 13. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. Russ able to connect with Cortland Sutton there. And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93%.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, Sutton, a nice catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Oh, Wilson going to throw.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top. And this is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until...
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Go. Go.
Hey, go.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 49. Cut.
49. 49's a Mike. 49's a Mike. I'm on.
Check safety.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And Ingram hauls it in.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. Rolling to his left.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just...
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute.